This is 1941 Packard Henney Hearse. It was from our hometown of Dorchester, Wisconsin, originally bought in 1941, and serviced the area until 1962 when it was retired. We picked it up about 4 years ago. It took a couple years to restore it. There's a picture of what it looked like when we got it, and it's kind of different, but it's a fun vehicle to show because it is different.
You did a lot of work on this.
There was a lot of work, yeah.
Where did you find this, and what made you say you want to restore this?
It was the funeral director that bought it. He bought the funeral home in 1961. He used it for 1 year, and it sat in the funeral home for like about 20 years. And he started to restore it, but never got the job done. And then it sat outside for a lot of years, and it was just kind of a process that wasn't working. But he came to me and wanted to keep it in our hometown, and so he asked me if I would restore it, and yeah, that's how we got here.
Info out there that would say how many of these were built?
I don't remember if we looked that up or not. The basic frame, we've gotten pictures from a lot of places, like they used the basic frame. One is they made a camper out of it. It was original. It's like a 7-figure vehicle now. And it bears a really close resemblance because it's a 1941. They stopped building these through the war, and so you don't find much. 42, 43, 44, right. 45 they start coming back again. But this frame was used for a lot of different, I've got a picture of one that was actually a bus, and I think it's 8 doors going across it, and basically the same vehicle, you know. Packard was a very popular company at that time and made very quality equipment.
Still can't be too many of these made if there is production numbers.
Yeah. We just haven't gotten through it. I think at the time they were kind of popular, but they were very expensive for that time because Packard was kind of the top of the line, which kind of goes along with hearses, you know. And back in those days, they used them as ambulances also. It wasn't. It kind of surprises people to find out that it wasn't until like the 60s when ambulances started to come in, because these small towns couldn't afford to have both, and they made a regular factory-made basket that they used as an ambulance. So that's why it's got the ambulance sign in front.
That's pretty cool. So they could use the same body style and frame, just use a hearse,
right,
school bus, or ambulance.
Yeah, and we have even signs that they put in the window when they would use it as an ambulance. We don't have them with today, but cool. It was basically a dual purpose vehicle, which you never would think of nowadays, but back at that time it worked for the job.